I have a 100% relative. What the heck? Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I am an American, okay? I'm as American as you can get, kind of, except for the fact that I'm trying to move here to the UK. But besides that, my heritage, as far as I'm aware, is very, very American. My dad and mother, both American. My dad's mom, my mom's dad, they're both American. And then just Americans all the way up. It's like turtles all the way down, except the opposite. We're all American. I don't know what I am. Most Americans know where they're from to some extent. They're like, oh, you know, I'm like 1/20th Irish, so top of the morning to you laddies. Now, I don't have any of that, but my mom, I believe she believes her side is very Swedish, so it's gonna be exciting to see, is that true? Do I have Swedish in me? Maybe. Inga-dinga-dorgan. It's my only Swedish, I'm sorry to offend you. And also, Edinger is a German name, so possibly it could be Germanic. Who knows? It would've been funny if I'm learning German and doing all this cool stuff for my heritage and it turns out, nope, you're from Czechoslovakia. Whoopsie. So basically, if you're unaware, there's a service called 23andMe, which does DNA testing. You spit into a tube, mail it off to the company, and then a couple weeks later, you get to find out, hey, guess what? This is where you're from, and it's pretty cool. I like this type of thing. I've always wanted to know, like I said, because all I've known is I'm an American. Now, I'll finally know. Besides just looking into your ancestry, this service also allows looking into your health information. Finding the health information isn't necessary. It's also really scary. You could say it's necessary. I feel like I'd rather know, you know? I feel like it would just sit in my conscience knowing that I could know the information, especially when it's considering telling you like you have a higher risk of this type of cancer or Alzheimer's, for instance, because Alzheimer's is something that really scares me. I can't remember why. Oh yes, because every single member of my like grandparent family and the great-grandparent, they have all got Alzheimer's. That's terrifying. Geez. I feel like I'm screwed here. I'm playing with not a good deck. And so I'm learning languages and piano and trying to do everything I can to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. But what I imagine before going into this file is it's probably gonna say, bro, you're gonna get Alzheimer's. So we'll have to see. Here we go. My results are in. Without further ado, let's see where I'm from. All right, let's view the results. Okay, your DNA suggests 29.9% French and German with ties to 3 other populations. That's quite interesting. I didn't know there was any French in me. Does that mean I have to learn French now? Oh God. Oh God. Weird. 100% of my relatives have British and Irish ancestry? What? I'm truly British. Let's get into the report. This is insane. This is so cool. 100% European. I guess that makes sense. Let's see. We got French and German is 29.9%. French and German people descend from ancient Celtic and Germanic populations, and they inhabit an area extending from the Netherlands to Austria. That makes sense. So it turns out my mom wasn't making this all up. 28.6% Scandinavian. Maybe it is true. A lot of stuff came from Sweden. Scandinavians owe much of their linguistic and genetic heritage to medieval North Germanic tribes. So basically I'm either Western German or Northern German. Not Germanic. We'll see. That's actually really rad. And then 25.6% British and Irish. What? This is so cool. What the heck? We predict you had ancestors in the UK and Ireland within the last 200 years. Wow. What the heck? This is crazy. Same with Norway, Sweden, same with Germany. What? So basically, if I'm trying to make the math simple, I'm a quarter German, I'm a quarter Scandinavian, a quarter British, and then a quarter just everything else, basically. Native American. Oh, wow. No, what? Whoa. What? Am I gonna be one of those Americans that's like, oh yes, well, you know, I'm 0.1% Cherokee? What? This is unbelievable. North, Central, and South America were first populated around 15,000 years ago following the arrival of the Native Americans. How can I be 0.1%? 0.1? Does that mean like my great-grandfather was like Navajo or something? What? So it looks like broadly Northwestern European is basically Germany, France, and the UK anyway, and Sweden, which I've already included in this. So essentially, I'm a third German, a third British, and a third Scandinavian. That's really rad, okay? Honestly, I've just been going as the American living in London. Now I have to be the 0.1% Native American living. Sorry, I can't get over that. Can we look at the scientific details here? Oh, interesting. So in terms of French and German, it was just Germany. Germany was a likely match where it wasn't detected in Austria, Belgium, France, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Switzerland. Whew. Okay, so they just threw Germany and France in there to make it a bigger area. It was German. Boom, that's so cool. Das ist so cool. Toll, geil, das ist geil, yeah. So, Scandinavian. Norway, highly likely match. Ooh, Sweden is a possible match. But it looks like we're much more likely to be from Norway. I'm gonna tell my mom that, be like, Mom, turns out, Norwegian. It's crazy. Okay, so let's see what exact area of France and Germany it seems I'm from. Germany, mostly Germany. And what part of Germany? 100% from Saarland. Wow. I've never actually been there. That's in the southwest. I've been to, München, Berlin, Frankfurt, Hamburg, but I've never been to Saarland. So now, clearly, that's where I've got to go. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. My ancestors are from one area of Germany. That's exactly what I wanted from this, man. That's actually super cool. Okay, so what area of Scandinavia are my family from? So it looks like the southern bits of Norway are most highly likely. What's the one that's incredibly likely here? Vest-Agder. Sure. I hope I pronounced that right, Norwegians. Swedish, which my mom does say. Well, we have Västergötland and Skane. I'm really sorry I'm butchering that. That's cool. It makes sense to be in the southern bits, and doesn't know anything about Denmark. That's fair. I don't know a lot about Denmark. What area of Britain and Ireland? Let us see. And mostly UK, yes. And highest likelihood of being from London. That's super cool. Manchester, Lancashire, Glasgow being up there, but Greater London being the highest likelihood. I cannot believe this. I wish I could find out when my ancestors immigrated to America. Well, clearly it's going to be like in the 1700s or the 1800s. But maybe it could be 16. Maybe they could have been the first guys in the boat. I don't really know. And then here it says that I most likely had a 4th great grandparent, 5th great grandparent, 6th great grandparent, or 7th great or greater grandparent who was 100% Native American. This person was likely born between 1720 and 1810. What? What? This is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I have a 100% Native American relative. What the heck? I just want to like go back in time and just watch my ancestors having sex. No, I don't want to do that. No, that's okay. Why would I say that? If you ever were curious about the size of my chromosomes, they're pretty big. There it is. There's my Native American little chromosome bit. There he is, that little red dot. Oh, we got a little sliver right there. That's me. A lot of German DNA, a lot of German chromosomes. Going into the a lot of Scandinavian chromosomes as well. And British and Irish. I was meant to live here, guys. I was meant to come back to Europe, okay? This is my people's land. Kind of. So one of the other cool things that this website does is it allows you to find your DNA relatives or people that you're related to that have also used the service. Not that I want to just knock on someone's door and be like, hello, it's me, your great cousin, Evan Edinger. I'm not just saying I'm great, just the title. The location seems to be in the United States and Canada, and that's it. So, oh, this is so cool. So it seems like most of my relatives live in California. There is an Edinger Avenue south of LA, somewhere near Irvine, I believe. So maybe there were some great Edingers out there living in California. Surprisingly, a lot in Texas. And then the one that makes the most sense to me, I guess, Pennsylvania, New York. That's where a lot of Germans had traditionally gone. The whole Pennsylvania Deutsch people went to Pennsylvania, and my family is like from Philadelphia area, so that makes a bit more sense. Compared to the average customer, my DNA relatives are 75% more likely to have 2 differently sized feet. Okay. 55% less likely to be a super taster. I can taste pretty well. 54% less likely to drink instant coffee. I prefer real coffee. 52% less likely to be vegetarian. Interesting. And 43% more likely to think that fresh cilantro tastes like soap. I quite like cilantro. I can't remember what it's called in the UK. Coriander, I think. I quite like. 36% less likely to have learned a foreign language as an adult. Nope, I am fixing that up because I am learning a language, my friends. 25% more likely to have lived near a farm when they were young. I literally grew up on farmland, so yeah. 20% more likely to be able to wiggle their nose. Who can't do that? Well, that was fun information. What else do you got for me today, mister? Cool, me and Benjamin Franklin have a common ancestor 10,000 years ago. I'm pretty sure I also have a common ancestor for worse people, to be honest. Let's look at my paternal haplogroup. Traces back to a man who lived less than 30,000 years ago. 1,200 generations ago, that's crazy. 1 in 990 share my haplogroup. Okay, 1 in 1,000 basically. Alexander Hamilton and me, we share the same ancestor 5,000 years ago. Woo! I love how, like, because I'm American, they're like, you know this guy? Yeah? We're not, Alexander Hamilton. Cool, thanks. Well, that was actually really fun. I genuinely think that was a really cool experience, and I'm glad I know these things. However, it's now time to go into the health stuff. All right, so here's my health report. I have a 7.3 times increased risk of hypertension. I don't even know what hypertension is. High blood pressure. Oh. Well, I have really low blood pressure, so I guess that doesn't affect me as much, hopefully. Oof, and there it is. I have a 2 times risk of getting Alzheimer's disease. I'm not surprised. That's crazy that it's a full 2 times more. It's not like 45% or 15% more. 2 times. I have a 2 times chance. Well, like I said, I'm trying to learn a lot of new things, learn a new language, and trying to make sure that I don't lose my mind when I get old. Poor drug metabolism. Oh, interesting. So it requires that I take different dosages for different drugs. Oh. Ooh, okay. I have a 1.6 times increased risk for prostate cancer. Yikes. That is another scary one. It's only 1.6 though, right? I still can get by. Oh my gosh. Impaired drug metabolism again. Wow, my body just can't handle drugs. Ooh, blue eyes are more likely. Duh. I've got a most likely blue-eyed gene in my body. That's also awesome. Oh my gosh, I have 7 times the risk of male baldness. What? I've got like really thick hair. I can't believe that. 7 times the risk? Even my dad never went bald. My grandparents, like maybe it's on my mom's side because my dad's side is pretty thick hair, so I don't know. I have a moderately enhanced hippocampal volume. Cool. Lower heart attack risk than average. There we go. Our first positive, thank God. Oh my God. Slightly increased risk of ADHD or depression. Somewhat quicker mental decline in Alzheimer's patients. Yikes. Any diet works for me. That sounds like a really good thing. I mean, for the most part, yeah, I can eat anything I want, and I don't really get overweight or anything. That's great. I'm part of the 12% of the population who can lose weight with any type of exercise. Hell yeah, that's cool. Optimistic and empathetic, can handle stress well. Yeah, okay, we finally got to the positives. I don't know how they're able to tell that, but I'm actually pretty good with dealing with situations like that, so that's nice. I have an increased risk of lung cancer. Well, that's fine because I'm not gonna smoke, so I do live in London though, that's not good. Slightly higher risk for nicotine dependence, but lower risk of cocaine dependence. Interesting. Cool. I'm not gonna touch either of those things, but I mean, that's good to know that I would be able to, I guess. Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, yikes. Well, that was pretty interesting. I feel like I know a lot more about myself now, and I'm really thankful that I did this thing. It was pretty darn cool. If you guys have ever done anything like this, please tell me below, because it'd be really interesting to hear like what you expected to hear back from this, and then what you actually got. I don't know, it'd be interesting. Thank you guys very much for watching my video. Next week, I'm going to be in Florida for Playlist Live, so hopefully I see a lot of you guys out there. And also, if you're unaware, I'm trying to do these semi-regular live streams on my YouTube channel now where I speak just in German and then also speak in English the next hour. That way I get some practice in. It helped me so much when I did the live stream last night. If you missed out, please join the next one. It's really fun. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you get those notifications. And also, here's another video I did. Pretty seamless outro. You can watch that if you'd like, or you can just go about your life having a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.